Welcome to Living Healthy Chicago. I'm Jane Klaus. A question on the minds of many women regarding pregnancy and COVID-19 is whether or not they should get vaccinated. And since it's important to know all the facts, we stopped by Northwestern Medicine to talk to Dr. Elisheva Shanes to find out more about the latest research. So Dr. Shanes, you actually worked on the research here for COVID-19 and pregnancy. And I think the biggest question that everybody wants to know is the vaccine safe for moms to be in their babies?
So all the research we've done here at Northwestern Memorial Hospital and Lurie Children's Hospital has suggested that vaccines are, in fact, very safe for pregnant women. There's no ill effects on the women or on their babies. What we especially do in my research group also is we look at the placentas. The placenta is a little bit like a black box in that we can look at it and we can determine a little bit what is going on during fetal life and during pregnancy. We looked at placentas from quite a number of women who both have had COVID and who've been vaccinated. And while we do see some changes associated with COVID infection, we don't see anything in the women who've been vaccinated. So it appears to be very safe for the placenta and also for the woman and for the fetus.
So once the mother develops the antibodies, does that pass along to the baby?
Yes, in fact, pregnant women who are vaccinated during pregnancy, we've checked the antibody responses in the babies, and they do have antibodies that have been passed down, and so they're actually protected from COVID from the moment of birth.
At what point during pregnancy should the woman get vaccinated?
The best answer to that is as soon as possible. We really want pregnant women to be protected against COVID. What we do know is that COVID-19 as a disease is quite dangerous in pregnant women. Pregnant women can get especially sick when they have COVID-19. And it can also actually affect, there's a higher rate of stillbirth in COVID-19 and a higher rate of preterm delivery as well. An mRNA vaccine really doesn't have a plausible biologic reason to negatively impact the fetus. The mRNA itself, which is given in the vaccine, it stays local in somebody's arm when they're given the vaccine. And then everything beyond that is an immune response. And you might suggest that an immune response in and of itself might impact a fetus, but the truth is that we know very well that COVID itself has a very strong immune response, which could impact the fetus as well. That the vaccine seems to be, by all things that we've looked at, parameters that we've looked at, it seems to be much safer than actually getting COVID.
And what would you say to somebody who is a little reluctant to get that vaccine?
It's really understandable. Women are wanting to protect their babies. I would say it's reassuring that there are a lot of women before you. A lot of pregnant women, starting with a lot of physicians, nurses, techs within our own hospital. We have a lot of scientific evidence right now that COVID itself is dangerous in pregnancy, and that the vaccines are safe. And I would really encourage people to just follow this advice. All of the professional organizations now support vaccination during pregnancy because the evidence is so strong.
That scientific evidence and research was what ultimately helped Kenna decide to get vaccinated when she was expecting her son Logan.
So it was right around 32 weeks that research was coming out, which made me feel better, and I spoke about it with my doctor. My doctor also heavily recommended getting the vaccine.
Kenna says she was especially grateful to find out that getting vaccinated while pregnant would also offer Logan some protection.
Felt so lucky that I was able to get the vaccine while I was pregnant, and he has these antibodies and there's research behind it. Plenty to worry about with pregnancy, and COVID and the pandemic has been a whole other layer to that, so being able to have a sigh of relief with that is definitely a good thing.
Everything went well with her pregnancy, and she can enjoy time with Logan knowing he's protected too.
He's been great. Feeling, again, very lucky to have a healthy and happy baby and feel healthy and happy myself.
Kenna says her message to other moms would be to trust the research and get vaccinated.
Pregnancy is tough. At the end of the day, you really want to do what's best for the baby, and trying to figure that out can be a complicated process for each and every person, but there's a lot of research and effort going into making sure that the mom's safe and the baby's safe. So being able to trust that research, trust your doctor. Once that research was out and my doctor recommended it, it was a pretty easy decision.
All right, if you liked this video and you want more information about living a healthy life, just subscribe to our channel. We're happy you're here.